Well, hello everyone and welcome to Dream Life. My name is Marque and I am your host today. Well, every day, but today I have a very special guest with me. She won the Las Vegas Mayor's Award for Philanthropist of the Year. While she is small in stature, she is big in the humanitarian world, and her drive is exceedingly and abundantly well over her stature and size. Every month she features shows from every art discipline. The lineup of performers that desire to work with her is continuously growing. However, for her scholarship nominees, she starts with those who are right here in Las Vegas and feels that we have enough talent here for her to stay right in at her home here in Las Vegas. She grew up in an environment where celebrities came to her home and sat around the grand piano with her uncle, Harold Adamson. He was a huge talent and he wrote for the MGM studios in the height of the Hollywood musical era. Over the last few years, she has combined mature performance artists with youthful artists, so the mature artist with the youthful artist, in a successful mentorship scholarship program to develop a young master to greatness. Her foundation seeks to continually make a huge impact on the cultural community here in Las Vegas. Please help me welcome Ms. Camille Duskin of the Gateway Arts Foundation.
Thank you so much, Marque. It is such an honor to be here.
Oh, well,
it is
you.
Just a joy, and I'm so thrilled to be your guest.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you coming, and thank you for your contributions to Las Vegas, and mostly the artists of every sort, because the Gateway Arts Foundation started with the murals.
Yes, we began in 2007, and we had a problem in the area known as Naked City.
Yes.
And it was called Naked City because it was around the stratosphere, and the showgirls used to sunbathe in the nude. And so it has a unique connotation. However, the area became very, very unfortunate in appearance. And so we decided that we were going to help and create the public art collection. It's not unusual. Many cities have public art collections. But ours was unusual because we funded it. We did have some grant money, and we hired only, and I use the word hired because we always insisted that every artist be compensated. So we only had Las Vegas muralists, and even today you can drive through that area and see the work of these incredible artists.
Yes.
And it did transform that area and have neighborhood beautification and inspire confidence for young people. Instead of tagging,
Yes.
it became an inspiration. And so we're very proud of that. And because we had a nonprofit, my friends, many of whom, including my beautiful Marque, artists realized that we had an opportunity to offer them performance sites. Yeah. And that is where we provide performances that are affordable for our community, and we compensate the performing artists.
Yes.
And our scholarship fund. And so every dollar goes where it's supposed to go, and we have absolutely no administrative overhead at all.
Oh, that is so beautiful. One of the wonderful things with Miss Camille, and I call her Miss Camille. Her name is Miss Camille Duskin of the Gateway Arts Foundation, but Miss Camille and I worked together at the International House of Blues many years ago, and that is where I first met her, got to work with her, and just found her heart just to be so not only pure but giving. And she really does take care of the artist. That's artist whether you are a muralist, painter, or a musician, dancer. And her scholarship foundation is truly that, a scholarship foundation. So she is really helping students and performers continue to thrive in their art discipline. We have a few clips, and I want to make sure we put them on the screen.
Wonderful.
So that we can see the the murals by the painters that are down in that stratosphere, downtown Las Vegas area, as well as she now, well, not now, but also added Hattie's house.
Yes.
Okay, So let's talk about Hattie's House, because I had the opportunity of performing there. So thank you for that.
Hattie's House is a living tribute to my mother, whose name is Hattie. And when my mother passed, I inherited this property, and we decided rather than rent it or sell it, we would continue to support our love for the arts. And so we offer it to very specific groups of people for rehearsal time and also for small, intimate performances. And I will tell you that many of our internationally renowned artists prefer to perform at Hattie's House because of the intimacy, and that's how the arts were really originally supported.
Yes.
So especially, we have 2 pianos there now, and we have a marvelous time. We always have a meet and greet afterwards, and it's very special. We have sponsored readings, play readings, poetry, of course, beautiful Marque and her varied art forms. And so it's really quite extraordinary. And that is actually where we hold our auditions. And our auditions are for a scholarship every year.
Yes. I remember in the very beginning, you hosted artists that needed to shed or work on their specific art forms, manuscripts, books, etc.
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
that still available?
Yes, yes. I mean, we're very selective, and we review very carefully, and we have a group of invited guests who come to appreciate and give some suggestions, too, if an artist is really willing to have those suggestions presented. So they sometimes want to fine-tune with audience approval.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think shedding, as we used to call it back in the day, that's when you took time and you just really honed in and fine-tuned your art form. And with writers, many times they will shed in their way by going off to a hotel or a resort, a secluded place where they can think. And that was something that Hattie's House provided for musicians to write their manuscripts, books, etc.
And in terms of the literary arts, we were very, very proud, although we've done many, many book signings and book releases. One of our special projects was in 2013, and we opened an opportunity for young teenagers of various ages to submit short stories to our committee. And the committee reviewed those short stories and selected those that they felt were suitable for publication. What does every author want? They want to be published.
Exactly.
And so what we did was provide them that opportunity to be published. And at our scholarship awards ceremony that year, our 2 winning artists received their pens and sold out of their books, for which they received the financial benefit. And the books were properly printed and in perfect presentation. So a wonderful opportunity for young people, and that was a very favorite project of many of our supporters. Our supporters, we call them angels for the arts. And our angels are really that. They're angels. We encourage people to come and support, learn about Gateway, and join us, because if you like the arts, you'll meet the best people.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the support behind Gateway is, they're just such loving, kind people that truly do love the arts, which, and of course, they would be. Look who they're following. Look who
I
they're with.
appreciate that,
Oh,
but
no, that's the truth.
it's a joint effort, and we love it.
Yes.
We love it.
Now, you also picked up a musical,
Yes.
and I mean, I've come to appreciate it over the years now, but please tell us about that.
Yes, one of our supporters came to me one day after one of our presentations, and she said, I saw this wonderful show in New York. It was so fabulous, and I said, I'd like to bring it to Las Vegas. What do I do? And I said, oh, well, I can put you in touch with some wonderful performers, but she said, but I don't know what to do. And that led to our fabulous productions of a show called I Know I Came In Here for Something. Now, I don't care what your age is, we all experience that.
Yes, we do.
And of course, with our demographics here in Las Vegas, we have a population that is becoming more seasoned by the day.
Oh, yes.
So we really love doing that show, and through the arts you meet the best people, and indeed we have continue to on and off present that show. It's absolutely fabulous. And through that, many of the artists in that show are involved with a new production we're doing, and it's called The Stoop. And it is really telling the life story of one of our performers who grew up on the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast, so I didn't know what a stoop was, but I have since learned. And we rehearse, we produce, and I direct that show. And you can look for the premiere of that in November at the Starbright Theater.
Beautiful.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful story, all musically adapted. Every form of music, and of course that's how doo-wop got started, you know, on the street corners. And so whether you're from the back east or not, you'll love the show.
Yes. Mike DeBay working with you?
Oh yes, Mike DeBay is our music director, and I am grateful to you, Marque, because so many years ago you brought Mike to us, and he became our music director for I Know I Came In Here for Something, and of course we went on to include him for everything we can get him involved in.
I'm going to say that to Mike. We'll do a shout out to Mike right now. I know that when we did the show at the Yacht House, right?
Yes.
The Yacht House, that you worked with me, and I'm sure that at this point you're saying to yourself, I know I came in here for something. Yes, you came in because you were working with me. But now I'm happy that you are continuing to move on with Miss Camille Duskin and the Gateway Arts Foundation. You alluded to say that you're from the West Coast there.
Yes.
So I'd like you to expand on that a little bit, because I'd like you to talk a little bit about your upbringing and this grand piano and your family and the celebrities that came in, etc. Please.
Well, of course. Well, growing up in Los Angeles at that time, a lot of us worked in the studios. I am not a celebrity, I'm not a star, I'm not a performer, but I admire artists so tremendously, and I think it's just because of my exposure. So a lot of us did work in the studios, and by that I mean if you were the right height and you could do the right steps, you were selected on a sound stage. But having said that, all it did was encourage me to really respect the arts even more. And so that carried through my entire life. My uncle was a very well-respected lyricist. He wrote Around the World in 80 Days, A Fear to Remember, Everything I Have Is Yours. It's the Great American Songbook. It's endless. So after dinner, we would sit around the piano, and Johnny Mercer would perform, or Hoagie Carmichael, and I mean, it was endless. And it was through that I realized how vital the continuation of the arts is. And it has led me to, when I have the opportunity, when I retired, which was from a business that was not related to the arts at all. I was in the restaurant business for many, many years. And I was fortunate enough to be able to be in the position to encourage the arts. Some people play golf, some people, read all day. We all find what we love to do.
Yes.
And I have found that I love to be around people in the arts and show them that there is a community here respecting them, and that's what I mean. We must respect our artists. And to that point, we encourage the young people. So we have the wide range. We deal with young people through our scholarship program, and that extends clear into our performing artists, and indeed our seasoned artists as well.
Yes. Well, I have a clip that I'd like to show our audience, and I'd like you to please partner not only with Dream Life here at our community, but with Miss Camille and Gateway Arts Foundation. And you're going to see a clip on the screen that gives you a little bit more information about it. And of course, any of the other clips that we've added in there for you. But her information will be there. Reach out to them, especially if you're here in the Las Vegas area. Okay, so we'll be right back. Check that out.
As president of Gateway, my name is Camille Duskin, and I'm thrilled to invite you to join our family of supporters. The Gateway Arts Foundation is honored to bring fine cultural and affordable events to our Las Vegas community. We offer one of the finest scholarship programs for continued private music studies. Although we are the recipient of many, many fine awards, We can honestly say that our greatest joy is the accolade as being known as the greatest friend to the artist in Las Vegas. In 2007, the Gateway Arts Foundation began with a neighborhood beautification project. To combat graffiti and tagging was the effort of this particular project, and it worked. The neighborhood benefited significantly by reducing the amount of crime and tagging and graffiti in that area. What did we create? But a fabulous public art collection where every muralist was compensated and all of the volunteer hours and paint and properties were donated. Our fine students in our scholarship program have a variety of disciplines, whether dance, music, theater, and you are so welcome to come and appreciate their artistry when you see them at our scholarship awards ceremony in December. It's truly an event we all so much look forward to attending and supporting. Take a look at some of our scholarship winners. We're so proud of them. Many of them have gone on to very, very great ventures in the arts, but no matter what, they will always have a great appreciation and support the arts wherever and in whatever capacity they can. Our shows are diverse, focusing on the artistry of our world-class Las Vegas performers, many of whom perform on the Strip, yet have unique talents they wish to share with an audience. We provide the audience and the venue. You may see a full play, a staged reading, a book signing, classical, jazz, blues, or even a full choral concert. We love educating young students about the theater by sponsoring complete musical productions. In Yes, Virginia the Musical and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 40 young people learned the value of memorizing lines, cues, music, lyrics, dance, and stage direction. And now, an area very close to my heart, Hattie's House, a living tribute to my mother. In this venue, we provide free rehearsal and recital space. You will also be privileged to appreciate magnificent performing artists in an intimate venue. We are grateful for the recognition by Cirque du Soleil and treasure the participation in many of our programs by their artists. Gateway is very proud to support our troops and bring programming to this very deserving group of Americans. So visit our website, find us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and enjoy our many videos on YouTube. We invite you to become an angel for the arts through your thoughtful donation to our 501c3 organization. And as always, we encourage you to have art in your life and keep a song in your heart.
Well, Miss Camille Duskin and the Gateway Arts Foundation, please do make sure that you take that information and reach out to her here. Before we let her go, it's very important, as she was excited about the programs that she has, the mentorship program, the scholarship program, how she's connecting seasoned artists or mature artists with the youthful artists for this master program for them to continue growing in their art field. I'd like to know, was this your dream life, Miss Camille?
No.
Oh.
No, it was not. I have just always appreciated the artistry and the work involved. And of course, growing up where I did, we all studied dance, we all studied piano, and so it just became part of my life.
Absolutely.
But no, I never, although I was, fairly good in some of those fields, I did not, my mother would not allow me to pursue them. And so I went into the business world, and I'm very grateful that I did, because the business and corporate world has educated me to the structure of the Gateway Arts Foundation, which is highly structured. and a very, very well-run organization. We're very proud of the policies that we have, and that we're very, very strict about how we maintain our nonprofit organization. So I've been very fortunate to experience many, many different fields in my world.
So then what would be your dream life now?
My dream life would be to create my own theater, and I think it would be quite extraordinary to have my own theater so that we could offer wonderful opportunities that are affordable for artists to perform in a very, very elegant situation.
Beautiful.
And I think that is very valuable to our city, and something that would be affordable for not only the community to support, but for artists to utilize.
Absolutely, and this is the perfect place because
Yes,
we
it
have
is.
several locations with stages, full theater production houses, besides the fact of even just studios.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's fantastic.
So that is an ultimate goal, and perhaps there will be a very significant donor. We've been very fortunate through the years, but we never know. But that would be a lovely goal. In the meantime, we do continue the way we are, and we're proud to do it that way.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it is done in excellence. So that structure definitely, you're right, lends itself to the business. And I say that to my viewers specifically. Arts and entertainment is a business. So it is very important that you learn business so that you can do your art. Because without it, it's not that you're doing a hobby, but it won't survive. The longevity behind it, and for yourself, you'll be working until you drop. And at some point, we do want to have the option to retire. Yes, we will continue to do what we love doing, so that's a wonderful thing. But without the business structure for your life when you are younger, doing the career in show business, make sure you're putting away a 501c3. Make sure you're structuring a business for yourself. Make sure that you, as an artist, are your commodity. You're your own product. Okay? So it's like you can separate yourself. You have you, the person, okay, and that person needs to stay healthy, so you have to make sure you have your health benefits and things like that. And that's what looking at the structure, these are things for structure for that. I want to segue, though, now back to you on, because you have a dream that is now still alive and goals to still reach for, what would you say to the upcoming artists and entrepreneurs and musicians and singers that are in the business? What words of wisdom would you give them?
You make you make a lot of very valuable points, and there's a reason it's called show business. It's a business.
Yes.
And when we work with our young people, we make it very clear that we educate them not only when we provide a scholarship opportunity through allowing them to continue with their private education through the teachers, but that they are educated as best we can to other aspects of the field. And this is essential. This is very, very essential, and we feel that that's our obligation. It's very, very important to do this. And you're a perfect example. You're an extraordinary woman as an artist, but in the business field as well, realizing that it's essential. It's essential to have all these qualities and focus.
Definitely. I'm feeling some inspiration on this, because I would love to meet with you and talk to you, and we can partner possibly.
I'd love to.
On a collaborate and do a workshop.
Wonderful.
Specifically for that, because, okay, so we have the shows, you have the artists, you have the auditions for them, you have the Hattie's House, but now a workshop experience to take the artist to that next level, and your expertise in the business would really, really give them some, I call them nuggets for the business, nuggets, but really it's going to give them the foundation so that they can sustain their careers from the very beginning.
And you know, though there are many talented people who aspire to be on the stage, there are many people who make that person possible.
Oh, absolutely.
And oftentimes that student is not realizing the importance of other support staff.
That's right.
for example, sound and lighting engineers, technicians. And so that, you know, you can learn a career and be part of the arts, but perhaps not be that one person that is in the center of the stage.
That's right.
Or a costumer, or so many
Yes.
Different areas of expertise.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. Once again, everyone, this is Miss Camille Duskin of the Gateway Arts Foundation, and we are right here in Las Vegas in our studio. She has joined us. We're looking forward to seeing the upcoming project in November, so we want to look out for that. You can find her information in the rolling credits. Make sure you go to her website so that you can see the upcoming production and support. And please, by all means, reach out and donate to the Gateway Arts Foundation, especially if you know someone that is in the arts and wants to continue. And then, of course, look for the scholarship program that she does offer. Miss Camille, thank you so much.
What an honor to be with you. Thank you, Marque.
Thank you. It was wonderful
And
for you.
thank you for viewing us today.
Ciao for now.